Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday, it's August 11th of 2022, and we've got lots of updates to talk about. So let's just go ahead and get started. So yesterday, one of you put in the comments wondering if I could please do a report without using the word vaccinated. It was my goal to do that today, but then Royal Caribbean updated the protocols again a little bit more, releasing more information about testing and vaccines for different sailings. So we are going to talk about that today, but we're also going to talk about some other things. So I want to start off with a really happy update that we received from the people in our Let's Go family who are sailing on the Discovery Princess right now. And they just let us know that yesterday was a beautiful day in Ketchikan. They're having a fabulous time. All of the crew members are still wearing masks. Hardly anybody on board is wearing a mask. The buffet, they said the food is very, very good, and that most of the options are self-serve. And so I just wanted to let you know that things are going fabulously on the Discovery Princess. And so I'm really happy to have that update. And I wanted to also let you know that I used to receive a lot more emails from people telling me what was going wrong on the cruise ships. And I have not been receiving near so many of those. And so my guess is that things are really going really well. So I think that bodes well for cruising overall. And so I appreciate hearing from any of you. Whether you've got something to tell me that is going really well, really not so well, please do send me an email or comment, or send me a direct, there's a direct message you can do through our Facebook group, just however you would like. We would really like to hear from you, and not just on Princess, on any cruise line. Now, we've got a couple of things. So first of all, yesterday on the Princess website, there was an August 10th update for those sailings from the UK. The sailings from the United States have not changed. I want to be so clear about that. And I also want to say that even though Gordon is putting in chapters, like, don't skip ahead, especially on the protocol part, so that you have a clear picture of what's really going on and where it applies to. So sailings from the US for Princess have not changed. Same with sailings for Europe, except for that little tweak that they had to do to say that if you're departing from on a cruise from Greece, now your test has to be done 2 days for an antigen, 3 days for a PCR, and it needs to be proctored in person. You can not just do the online ones that were so much simpler. So be very aware of that. Now, when I read through all of the protocols for the updates from the United Kingdom, the only tweak that I think that there is they are taking out a lot of fluffy language. They're making it very clear, I believe. There's still a couple of I would say that contradict each other in a couple of places, but the big take-home message is that if you are sailing on a cruise from the United Kingdom on Princess, you just have to attest that you have taken a test within 3 days, a COVID test. They are going to have you do that in the Medallion Class app. In fact, let me read you this new language that is here. It says, at the terminal check-in, guests must attest to a negative viral COVID-19 test, a PCR, or an antigen taken any time during the 3 days leading up to embarkation. We also welcome unvaccinated guests, and there's that word, and specific protocols are outlined below, and we have been through those. So if you are not up to date on that, go back through the last few videos that we've done. All documentation can be uploaded into our Medallion Class app to streamline the check-in process in the terminal. Now, if you are someone that can absolutely not get logged in to your Medallion Class app, don't worry. You can do it at embarkation. Don't worry at all. But I just wanted to let you know that they are having it so that you can put it in that Medallion Class app, and I have not seen if it looks any different. I know that if you are sailing anywhere else, you upload into the app a copy of your negative COVID test. I have done that before, but for these sailings from the UK, I don't know if they have tweaked the app at all in order to have you just attest that you have taken a test. So I would love to hear from any of you who are sailing out of the United Kingdom, especially on Princess in the next little while here, or anytime so that you can tell us what that looks like, okay? I have had several people ask, why are they, how effective is it going to be letting people self-attest? I don't know. I kind of think that it's their way of saying we don't want to be bothered with testing anymore. I'd love your input on it. I wonder if the cruise lines attorneys are saying, do this first. I don't know, to try to protect them, in a liability situation. That's the best I can think of. I don't know why they're doing this, but I would like to know what you all think. So put those in the comments below. And so make sure you are super clear that the testing and the vaccine requirements have not changed anywhere with Princess. And if you're not vaccinated, you still need to have an exemption no matter where you're sailing to. And the change with the testing is only for sailings from the UK. So don't forget that. Now, I still continue to get so many questions about boosters. No one is talking about a second, a third, a fourth, any other number of boosters. The sailings from the US and sailings from the UK and the EU talk about having that booster if you're vaccinated and it's been more than 270 days or 9 months since you had your original vaccine series, okay? That's the only place that they talk about it, as well as we're hearing a few cruises departing from the United States, like going to Greenland, transatlantic. We are hearing that those boosters are also required, but nobody's talking about another booster, okay? Want to make sure that's really clear. Now, one of our Let's Go family members said that I didn't tell you about the cancellations that were due on the Regal Princess, which was like more than a month ago. And I don't have time to go back through my videos, so I'm going to tell you about them super fast here. The sailings on the Regal Princess that were supposed to go from September 5th of 2023 through October 10th of 2023 have been canceled. And so they are offering some cruises that you can move over. Like I said, I think I remember talking about this, but if I didn't and anyone has somehow missed their email about that, I wanted to make sure that you are aware. September 5th through the December 10th of 2023 sailings on the Regal Princess are going away, and they are pretty much the sailings that are all Asia and Australia, and then an Australia Seacation, a Tasmania, I remember talking about this, and the Fiji and South America sailing, and New Zealand. So those cruises have been canceled. Now let's move on. I really feel like Princess missed a huge window here. So I don't think Princess listens to my emails, but if they do, and this is a point of reference of information for all of you. Last week or the week before, I'll have Gordon find the video and link it below. Princess announced that they were releasing their 2023-2024 America cruise season, and they were featuring 47 itineraries, including new voyages to the South Pacific and Hawaii, as well as departures from Galveston. So I will let you watch that video for the particulars on that. But the way that they had done it was they were launching those on August 10th is when the elite people could book those cruises, and August 11th for everyone else, okay? Now, usually I receive an email just letting me know I'm not elite yet. I think that after my next cruise I will be, but with Princess, but I didn't get any email notification about that. Several of you who are elite, who I have the pleasure of working with, also did not get an email about this. And when you look at their website, they have not done anything to delineate or to highlight what these new cruises are. And so that's why I'm going to have Gordon put that there. But I also wanted to tell you about it just so that you can go look, because they were late. They were late with having them available to book. I was trying to book some for an elite member of our family, our Let's Go family here, early on Tuesday morning when they should be available, and they were not available. And so I contacted people. They said they'd be coming. Anyway, Princess, you missed a really big window here in marketing, and you need to check what's going on with your emails, because I know they said they went out, but a lot of people haven't received them. And so let me know if you received your email as an elite or as a regular, like more platinum family member. Just let us know if you got it or not, because I'm really curious about this, because it made me kind of sad that people were not receiving the email that they should, and that Princess has done such a poor job with marketing this, because people people really want to know what's new. I always want to know what's new, because then I look through them and Gordon and I talk about them and where we would like to go and what would be fun out of everything that's just announced. And so I figured it's fun for other people too. Now, the next thing that I wanted to let you know is Royal Caribbean has announced a brand new update with that is going to go in effect for sailings starting with September 5th, okay? And this applies to their cruises departing from Los Angeles, Galveston, Texas, New Orleans, and departing from a European home port. Okay, so this is not including cruises from anywhere else at this point. Okay, although I do think that those announcements are coming. I think that they're working on trying to finalize them, and it's not because I have the inside track, because I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. But I really do think that as they announce these for these, that we will be hearing really soon on cruises departing everywhere else. And I also wanted to tell you that these are applying to Celebrity as well. Yesterday I had the opportunity to be on the phone for someone with Celebrity, and I was calling to try to find out what's the deal with the vaccine exemptions right now. And to be truthful, they don't know. Quite frankly, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. And so thought I'd tell you that. But anyway, so if you are going to be departing from Los Angeles or from Galveston for vaccines, here we go. They recommend everyone be vaccinated, but they are not requiring it. It says, we kindly ask that guests disclose their status during check-in to ensure that we maintain a highly vaccinated onboard population. I think that right there is their legal team saying that. Important for sailings that visit Grand Cayman, unvaccinated guests ages 12 and older can be on the sailing, but you cannot get off the ship in Grand Cayman. As far as the pre-cruise testing goes, if you are on any of these sailings from Los Angeles or Galveston that are 5 nights or less, unvaccinated people do need to show a COVID test, but fully vaccinated people don't. And sorry, I should have said with the unvaccinated that you need to show your COVID test. It just needs to be done within 3 days of sailing. And like I said, unvaccinated don't. For sailings that are 6 nights or more, all guests ages 2 and over need to do that COVID test and show proof of it within 3 days of embarkation. Okay, for sailings from New Orleans, and this says is from November 1st. There's not a date on the sailings from Los Angeles and Galveston. On sailings from New Orleans that are going to be departing from November 1st of 2022 through January 31st of 2023, which Gordon and I are going out of New Orleans on a cruise, but it's on Norwegian, so I guess we'll just have to show that we're vaccinated. I'll let you know what we have to show when it comes. It's not until the end of January. But anyway, so through January 31st of 2023, of course, they recommend everybody be vaccinated, but they're not requiring it. They just want you at check-in to say whether you're vaccinated or not. And once again, if you're sailing out of New Orleans to Grand Cayman, if you're unvaccinated, and for everyone ages 12 and older, you're not going to be able to get off the ship. You're welcome to be on the sailing though. And then as far as pre-cruise testing goes, it says that testing for these sailings is being finalized, and they'll let you know when they figure it out. And then for all of the departures in the EU, of course, they recommend that you be vaccinated, but once again, they are just asking that you indicate at embarkation so that they can still run cruises that are highly vaccinated, but the vaccine is not required. And it says, so for guests who are ages 12 and older, who are unvaccinated or are not up to date with their vaccines. So that comes in right there with that booster requirement. Over there in the EU, if it's been 9 months or 270 days or longer, you need 1 booster. Nobody's talking about a second booster. You're just going to be required to do extra testing. And the testing right now for embarkation is just going to remain the same as it's been. So testing is not going to go away there. And so it says guests that are not up to date with their vaccination. In other words, if you don't have that booster that you're eligible for, you will need to take a test on board to get off the ship in Greece and Spain. And you know what? That is brand new. That has not come up before. To have to do a test to get off in Greece or Spain, that is brand new. And it just says that on all EU departures. There is not a time window for that. And so, other than starting September 5th, but it doesn't say that it's ending. So we will just have to wait to hear more updates about that. And So I hope that helps everybody. If you've got any questions about it, you can put it in the comments below. But I would say that's a really big change for Royal Caribbean to get rid of that vaccine requirement for sailing starting September 5th from Los Angeles, from Galveston, and from New Orleans. That is huge. Just huge. And so I thought that was a bright spot, and I'm really sorry I had to say the word vaccinated a lot. I am really looking forward to just doing a fun day. I'm moving what I was going to do today to tomorrow when all of this came up. I'm planning to tell you about our new group cruise that we've got, and then also I wanted to talk to you about some of the fun reasons that we cruise, what we look forward to the most, so look for that tomorrow. Finally, we've got just a couple of updates here from Alaska, and we've got so a few of you have been so kind in the last day to send me the updates that you have received on your upcoming cruises. And so like just this morning, our Let's Go family member Lee sent me a message and said that they are going to be on the Majestic out of Whittier. So they are on one of the southbound cruises. It'll leave from Whittier there and come down and end in Vancouver. They're sailing August 20th. So they were supposed to be calling in Skagway, and instead now on August 23rd, they're going to be calling in Icy Strait Point. And so I hope this helps everyone. And then also Princess has made an announcement as well regarding what they are going to be doing with a whole bunch of those cruises, because I know I really appreciate you all letting me know what's coming up. And if you are new around here, Skagway there has had a total of 3 now landslides, major ones. I'm sure that a little bit of dirt and rock rolls down every now and again that they don't call a landslide. But with that first dock there, where the Princess Royal class ships historically have docked, they are no longer able to use that dock until they do something about it. And they have not yet announced what they're going to do about it. And so, but through the end of the season, that is out. And so for the bigger ships, they are having to make a change. And then on any days that one of the smaller class ships of Princess was due to pull into that dock, they are also having to make changes with that as well. And so I just wanted to let you know that for the August 23rd through, the August 23rd and the September 6th sailings for the Majestic Princess, and for the August 25th and September 1st sailings of the Discovery Princess, instead of going to Skagway, those sailings are now going to be going to Icy Strait Point. For the August 16th and the August 30th sail dates for the Royal Princess, they are going to go to Haines. Haines is a treat, you guys. I'm sure like Sitka and Icy Strait Point are too, but we really don't ever think about Haines. We take the ferry on excursions from Skagway to go to Haines and do it as a jumping off point to go on excursions there, but we don't generally think of Haines as a cruise port. And so I think that's pretty awesome that y'all get to go there. And so I'll tell you about that in 1 minute. And then August 11th, September 8th, and the September 22nd sailing for the Discovery Princess, and the September 13th sailing for the Royal Princess, they are all going to go to Sitka. So honestly, you know what, Sitka, Haines, and Icy Strait Point are not Skagway. And you know what, none of the ports in, I would say all of the ports in Alaska, like have something special about them. I haven't been to Icy Strait Point and to Sitka yet. That's where we're going to be going on our group cruise. I'm going on May 27th of 2023. I'm so excited about that. We're going to get to finally go see those places. But I think everywhere in Alaska, I want you all to realize this, everywhere in Alaska is amazing. There is not a bad port in the lot. And so I would say if your itinerary is being changed to this, which really no one can control, just be happy about it and look forward to it. Start doing research on your ports and finding out what you want to see there. I wanted to tell you that last year in August when Gorna and I went to Alaska, we went on the Majestic Princess. We took an excursion that they take you on the ferry from Skagway over to Haines, and then we got on a bus. They take you like it's on a school bus type bus. The tour guide is this local lady. She's amazing. Like, just stand back. She knows her stuff. You should watch my, if you're interested, you should watch the video that I did about it, because I tried to include a lot of it. She gives an excellent commentary. It's about like an hour drive from Haines over to where you get on the jet boat. I think it's on the, what's the name of that river there? The Chilkat? Maybe, I think it is. And so you get to get on that. Amazing. She does an excellent job. You get there, you get on these jet boats, which are not the noisy kind. when we went in the Everglades, I was like, why is that so loud? It's a different kind of boat, but you zip along like to where no one goes. It is spectacular. I can't recommend that highly enough. And then on the way back, they give you a homemade lunch. It's so delicious to eat on the bus on the way back. Like, I cannot recommend that highly enough. It was spectacular. So if you're going to Haines and you don't know what to do, there is a really, really good option for you. And so I hope that some of that really helped all of you. I hope it helps you a little bit with your planning. Keep an eye on your itinerary. Log into your cruise personalizer really often and look at it. Check there's an itinerary link right there. Click on it and pay attention to your itinerary. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is, yesterday I mentioned how the cruise lines are trying to kick it, and a few of them very specifically, I know Norwegian is, and Royal Caribbean, they are really kicking up their game in how much they are marketing to people pre-cruise, okay? And so I really appreciated Carol. They are going to be on their Quantum of the Sea sailing. They're going to Alaska, and I said that she was on the same ship as I was in Holland America, and then after that I started to think, I think she was on Princess. So I am sorry about that, Karen, but I got to meet her when I was on that sailing and to Alaska at the end of June. And so anyway, they are going to be going back to Alaska, and she said that they have been getting a lot of emails months before pertaining to pre-cruise spending. She's like, some of them have been very effective and are tied into sales for excursions, drink packages, specialty dining. She said they have gotten some really good deals on excursions and water and dining packages. And so I am wondering if Princess is going to do this a little bit more down the road. Gordon and I have our Discovery Princess sailing on the Love Boat booked with Princess right now, and we've got our Antarctica cruise booked with Princess right now, and we've got our Baltic cruise that goes at the end of June next year on the Island Princess. We've got that booked, and this evening, we're going to book our group cruise that I'm going to tell you about tomorrow, but it goes on April 3rd of 2024 to the Mexican Riviera area, and it includes a stop in Mazatlan right when the total solar eclipse is happening. And right there in Mazatlan is where it is the total solar eclipse. Because, when you have a solar eclipse, you catch some of it everywhere, but there's always a path that you get the full solar eclipse, and Mazatlan is right there with it. So anyway, we're going to book that today. We were going to do it last night, and it didn't work out, and so we're just going to do it this evening. So I will let you know, but my point is we have not been getting a bunch of emails from Princess with a bunch of marketing. Have you? Tell us if you guys have it. I'd really like to know, because I wonder if they're not doing it, or if it's a glitch thing like it was with the emails that they thought that they did for the Elite release and for the regular release of these new sailings that they just released for the 23-24 season. So I just would love to hear from you all. Let me know if you've got anything else to report for us. Would love to hear from you. If you've not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. There is so much going on right now. You're going to want to stay up to date with us, and would love to have you with us. If you appreciate these updates, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help us out, and I appreciate the help. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.